What a way to make a living.
Oh.
Good morning, New Canaan High School.
I'm Rubina Isfahani.
And I'm Apollonia Antoniou, coming to you from the NCTV studio.
Today is Thursday, June 9th, and it is the first day of finals. Apollonia, I can't even believe that today is our last time as anchors for this year.
I know, right? This school year has gone by so fast. Where did all the time go? But I'm here to tell you that it's going to be a super fun broadcast because we are back with all female anchors. Now, we've got some fun end of the year news to cover, but before we get into all that, please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As you all know, I hope, final exams started today. I'm sure you've been dreading them just as much as me, but let's remind you of the schedule. Your first final of the day starts at 7:45 and goes to 9:15. You then have an hour break until the second exam, which goes from 10:15 to 11:45. After that, you're done for the day. Finals will take place today and tomorrow. Then there is an exam review day for periods 5 through 8 on Monday, the 13th, with those finals taking place the next 2 days on the 14th and 15th.
You know, I have to admit, I haven't studied for my finals as much as I probably should have been studying so far.
Well, then what have you been doing, Apollonia?
I don't know, but I've been listening to some pretty good music lately. Speaking of which, NCHS Music Tech is about to drop their new album From Lambs to Rams 2022. Music interns Michael Mank, Matt Homan, Zane Warren, along with Brian Kurtzman, have been busy producing the album, which is set to be released on SoundCloud on June 13th. Be sure to check out music written by them as well as other students, including Barrett Schmidt, Nikki Cheer, Dylan Blair, Chris Bopp, and Osao Awa Omede.
Since the school year is coming to an end, I'll have to go check that out. Which reminds me, the senior graduation ceremony takes place on Thursday, June 16th at 10:30 a.m. in Dunning Stadium with a rain date of Friday, June 17th. On the day of graduation, all seniors will report to the main gym in caps and gowns to prepare for lineup at 9:45. NCTV will be there to stream it, and we will be selling our video for $30, so you can buy them on My School Bucks and make sure to tune in and watch. The seniors will also be walking through the middle and elementary schools as a sweet and sentimental way to bring back memories at the end of their final high school year. Congratulations, seniors. We are so incredibly proud of your hard work and wish you all the best in the future.
Sadly, seniors are not the only members of our NCHS community saying goodbye this year. One of our beloved teachers here at NCHS, Dr. Arbues, who has taught Spanish for 21 years, will be retiring. The compassion and energy she brought to teaching will be forever missed. If you see her in the halls, make sure to congratulate her on her fantastic career. Thank you so much, Dr. Arbues, for sharing your passion with all of us. We'd also like to give a thank you to our beloved counselor, Mrs. McGann, for all of her commitment to our community. You will both be missed dearly. Hey, do you think they went to see 9 to 5? Because I sure did, and it was amazing. Rubina, you saw it too, right?
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Last weekend was the production of 9 to 5, and let me tell you, all the songs are stuck in my head. If you didn't see 9 to 5, here's a recap. The musical is about the downtrodden lives of 3 women, Violet, Judy, and Dorley, played by Avery Russi, Charlotte Jensen, and Erica Angeletta, who are pushed to a boiling point by their sexist and egotistical boss, played by Andy Dooley. I think I might pour myself a cup of ambition and maybe even audition next year. Congratulations to the cast and crew for putting on yet another amazing show. You know what also happened recently, Apollonia? The Film Fest.
It sure did, and let me tell you, some of those films were incredible. The annual New Age Film Festival took place last Wednesday, June 1st, and was a great success. Students from all over Fairfield County won awards in a variety of categories such as narrative, documentary, PSA, and open entry. The winning film was shown at the festival after it was announced. There were also Viewers' Choice Awards for each category where students voted on their favorite films. Sophomore Drew Bench won 2 awards for 2 different films, one of which was Outstanding Narrative Performance for his film The Disappearing Act by him and Megan Bruner. NCTV was live streaming it, so let's take a look.
Where did you get that key? Where did you get that key?
I gave it to him.
What?
Let's think. When I first started acting, I was hot stuff. I was the new blonde on the street, photos, movie star, and roles. The second I turned 30, I was forgotten. I was worthless. Do you know what that does to a person? To be so revered and then all at once so forgotten? Well, I was never going to be forgotten, so I created a plan, and you're all part of it, whether you like it or not.
Now that we've seen some of the cool stuff going on in our school, we have our principal, Mr. Egan, here to give us an end-of-the-year farewell.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Egan. I just want to say thank you for an amazing school year. You know, this year really felt like more of a return to normalcy for all of us. I hope you all enjoyed the school year. You know, it was special in so many ways. The fact that we were all together all year and really kind of gave us a glimpse more into normalcy. I think next year will be even more normal. A special thank you goes out to the class of 2022 for being role models for everybody else. It's been a challenging few years, but this year I hope was special for you to be back in the building together. And everybody else, I look forward to seeing you next year. Enjoy the summer. Have a chance to be with family and friends, and we'll see you next year. Thank you again for an amazing year.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. With a wrap up on our school year, let's hope our Rams had a phenomenal end to their season. We have our favorite Maggie Murphy to tell us more.
Well, NCHS, it's been an amazing season for our Rams, and I'm here to break it down for you. What's up, NCHS? I'm Maggie Murphy, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Girls golf, led by Coach Priscilla Schultz, finished off their undefeated season with an FCAC and state tournament win. Monday, the girls led with the same dominance they've carried all season, winning by 28 strokes at states. Senior captain Molly Mitchell led the way, shooting a 75. Fellow senior captain Sophia Karlberg, along with sophomores Amanda Magano and Faith Hobbs, all contribute to a very impressive state championship performance. When you win both FCACs and states, then that makes you our Ram of the Week, so congrats to girls golf. Coming off a fantastic FCAC victory, girls lacrosse carried the same momentum into the state tournament. With victories over Staples and South Windsor, the girls traveled to Greenwich for the semifinals, where they beat Ridgefield 19-11. As expected, senior captains Dylan Patton and Kaylee Harden with attacker Lexi Tully stepped up to the plate to lead the offense to the victory, with defenders Ella Patterson and Jade Lowe backing up goalie Claire Mahoney. The girls will go on to challenge Darien in the state finals for the second time as they beat the Blue Wave in the FCAC finals. They play Saturday, so go support our girls for the last game of the season. After beating Glastonbury 14-4 in the first round of the state playoffs, boys lacrosse season wrapped up last Saturday with a hard-fought 8-7 loss to 3-seed Ridgefield in the second round. It was an all-around successful season for the boys, with senior captain Vin Cognetta making all FCAC first team, along with fellow senior Carter Connors and sophomore long pole Dylan Stevens. The second team of FCACs included senior Dylan Murray and junior Ryan Conley. The third team added sophomores Doster Kroll, Gray Tomasco, and senior captain Michael Norton, with senior Nick Garcia and juniors Holden Busby and John Totaro making honorable mentions. Despite stopping short in the state tournament, this season was no disappointment for our Rams baseball. After they easily beat Enfield 7-2 in the opening round of SEACs, they took the trip up to Middletown to face number 1 seed Xavier. The Rams found themselves down early and, despite their best effort, lost 10-5. But the boys were well represented in the FCAC teams, with senior captain Zach Rampin and sophomore Alex Benevento making first team, and senior captain Tristan Pearl making all FCAC East. Senior Charlie Mayhos, sophomore Connor Lytell, and freshman Carter Hegel all made FCAC honorable mentions. So great season, guys. Boys volleyball has had a great run to end the season as they face off against Joel Barlow tonight in the state finals. It will be a tough matchup against the undefeated Falcons, but the boys are ready after a great semifinal win against Farmington. The boys had a great season, highlighted by an 8-1 stretch in late April to secure their top 3 seed in both FCAC and state tournament. Senior captains Connor Finnegan, Connor Ho, and Matt Homan paved the way throughout the year, and Coach Amy Warren and her squad have to be pleased with how their season turned out. Softball closed their season last Tuesday with a 6-0 loss to Hall, eliminating them from states. However, the girls still impacted the FCAC teams, with Ava Basati earning an FCAC second team, along with Faith Hibbert and Lena Welch getting honorable mentions each. Congrats, girls. Boys track also had a successful season, which ended June 1st with states. Their day was highlighted by an 8th place finish for the 4x4 relay, as runners Gavin Jermosin, Patrick Zaccolillo, Isaac Pygott, and Maxon Erickson just missed out on a top 5 time. Great season, boys. Girls track also finished their season very strong with states where they placed 7th overall. Junior Bella DeFelice placed 1st in the shot put and discus. Freshman Lauren Smith placed 2nd in discus. Freshman Radea Releva placed 5th in the 2-mile, and senior captain Eliana Bukai placed 4th in both the long and triple jump. On Monday, the 4 traveled to state opens where DeFelice placed 4th overall in the discus and Bukai earned a 9th in the triple jump. Amazing work, girls. Boys tennis also made a great run in the state tournament, reaching the finals as the 12 seed. The boys dominated through the first 3 rounds, beating Farmington, then Wethersfield in the second round, and then the boys faced off against number 1 seed East Lyme and crushed them easily 7-0. That set them up versus Darien in the state final. Unfortunately, the boys lost in the finals, but this should not overshadow a great run. Great way to finish the season, boys. Girls tennis was unfortunately knocked out of states last Wednesday, losing to number 1 seed Amity. Single players Lexi McCall and Liza Seacart, along with doubles team Julia Gertzen and Serena Platt, did qualify for state opens, which started on Monday. There, the Gertzen and Platt team made it all the way to the semifinals before falling short. Wow, we really made a mark this season. Congratulations to all athletes. That's all for me, NCHS. Have a great summer.
Thank you, Maggie. And speaking of summer, I hope we can have some nice weather to look forward to because I know I'm excited for warm weather. To report more, we have our expert here, Sydney Sibilia.
Thanks, Rubina. I'm Sydney Sibilia, here to give you this week's weather. Starting with today, as you can see, it's been thunderstorms all morning, but hopefully the rain will go away as we are predicted to have cloudy skies at night. With a high of 81 and 71% humidity, it may be a good day to stay inside and study for your finals. Moving on to Friday, where we will have intervals of clouds and sunshine, the temperature will range between the high 70s and low 80s, which I believe is the best tanning weather to take a break from all your final studying. Moving on to Saturday, we will continue to have cloudiness with intervals of sunshine throughout the day. There is a slight chance of rain shower, but only for a short period. And finally, on to Sunday, where again, it's going to be mostly cloudy with showers throughout the day and temps in the low 70s. No weather this week is looking too bright, meaning if you are inside this weekend studying for finals, you won't be missing out on much. Well, that's all from me, NCHS. I hope you have a great summer. Back to you.
Thank you, Sydney. With the weather getting warmer, we can certainly say that summer is just around the corner. On that matter, let's see what you guys have planned for summer vacation.
What's up, NCTV? I'm Skylar Stevens, and today we're going to be asking people what their summer plans are.
What are your plans over this summer? I'm going to stay with the family I'm nannying for.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my grandparents.
Where are they from?
Russia.
Well, my family and I are going on vacation. I'm going to be caddying.
Where are you going on vacation to?
Stonington.
That's cool.
This summer, I'm actually going to go see my dad in Ibiza. He's going to stay there and hopefully get the job, and I get to visit him, I guess, on breaks. And I'm going down to Virginia to see my grandma, see how she's doing.
Summer?
I'm going to summer camp.
Wow, fun.
Summer.
Oh. What are you doing this summer?
This summer, I'll be traveling. I'm going to go down to Georgia for a couple weeks.
Wow.
I'll be working summer camp here.
What summer camp?
Basketball, girls basketball, here at the, actually at Saks. And then I'll be going down to Georgia. My family lives down there.
That's fun.
And then August, I'll probably go to the beach a couple times.
Well, I'm going to be relaxing. I do have 1 week of work to do for my agency, and I'm going to London and Paris for a week.
Wow,
so that should
fun.
be nice, and I'm looking forward to it. So have a good summer.
Those all sound so fun. I'm so excited for summer to come, and lucky to all the summer birthdays that are coming up. And speaking of which, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Catherine Sawyer and William Sweet. We hope you and everyone else here at NCHS has a fantastic weekend.
Make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including our Instagram and Twitter at NCTV78, and subscribe to our YouTube at, you guessed it, also NCTV78. Have a great summer, NCHS!